reason my webcam looks more HD than it did before. For some reason. Do you know what I mean? But I think these are the last of the big leagues that I need to do. I've done Serie A League, the League, Premier League, Bundesliga, that lot. Like I said last time, this article was made a while ago, so if any of the kits are wrong, then I apologise. So looking at Amiens to begin with, I like this. I'm a big fan of having the badge in the middle this season. I don't know what it is. Not many clubs have the badge in the middle, but this season quite a few have started doing it, and I kind of like it. They've got 2 sponsors, so I don't know what that's about again, but I'm a big fan of this colour scheme, you know, the white and the grey. It usually works quite well. I'm a big fan of this weird pattern. It looks kind of cool. Like waves, but like sheltered waves, if that makes sense. And it sort of works. Not too sure if the shorts are part of the same kit, because they look more like joggers, and I think they probably are joggers, but I think this is just to show off the top. So works kind of well. It's a home kit. The away kit is exactly the same, but black and grey instead of white and grey. And this time they've changed the colour of their sponsor to match. And you know what? It's kind of cool. You know, it's quite basic, quite straightforward in terms of home and away kits. They've got exactly the same kit, just a different colour scheme. So, you know, it's not too bad. Moving on to Angers. This is just a B-Tech. Notts County, isn't it? You got a Kappa logo. I mean, at the end of the day, the colours are the traditional colours. You can't say anything against that. But again, too many stripes for me, and the shoulders don't quite match up. I don't like this weird, like you've got one stripe that goes into like a triangle almost, even though the shoulders are like here. Just looks a bit. Oh, it's a 100th anniversary. Congratulations. I understand it's classy. I know what they've said here. It's got quite classy. And nice to see, to be fair. Their away kit. Oh, I like that. You know, you've got your grayscale. You've kept your stripes, which is in tune with you know, the tradition. So I can't take anything away from that. But they're more subtle when they're grey, I think. The extra added like design here really does break up the kit very well. Oddly, they've got a different sponsor for their away kit. That's a bit strange. The one thing I don't like is this weird shoulder pad thing. Look at how it comes over the shoulder and through the kit. I don't know whether that's sewn on, because it doesn't look like this one here. Oh yeah, it does. You can just about see it actually. Not sure if you can see it on the actual clip, but it just looks a bit strange there. Other than that, it's a really nice kit, you know. Quite simple. Bordeaux. Now these are known to have their like dark blue kits. I'm actually not the biggest fan of this colour blue. I think it's almost too boring. It's almost too much of one colour that you can't quite make out what colour it is. It's in between like black and blue. Almost grey. There's not too much like contrast in it. I think this silver stripe really adds to the shirt. But at the same time, I'd like to see a little bit more happening. It's odd that they've gone for the thing in the middle, and then the Puma sign above it. It's as if they've had to like squish it in together. You might as well just have it here and here. You know what I mean? There's no point having this in the middle if you can have something above it as well. The colour's nice. You know, it's nice and plain, nothing too much. But I'd like to see just a little bit more of an accent colour. Maybe like silver on here. Or maybe around the collar and underneath. Away kit. I like that. Oh, that's nice. So you've kept the added blue and the sort of chevron pattern, because it's your home colour. You know what I mean? make it white and you've added the chevrons. Oh, I like that. I like how the chevrons go into lines at the bottom. It sort of pulls the kit. Ah, looks quite nice. There's sort of like a pinch point here. And I like the grey. Overall, I like the kit design, to be fair. I like the shoulders, I like the sleeves. I think this, if this came through a bit more, I think it would look nice. But you've changed the colour from a white. Does that say Bistro Regent? Bistro Regent, sorry, not Regent. And then you've got it in blue this side. Oh, their third kit. I'm not a fan of this. Number 1. This red and blue combo. I don't think it works too well. It's almost too pastel of a colour. That's dark and that's dark. Doesn't really work. Second of all, this stripe pattern's just odd. Because you've got stripes that fade out, but there's only 4 really thin ones, and it's a bit... The badge, they've actually changed the badge. You've changed it from blue and white to white and red. You've added a red chevron just to really make, like, to match the kit. Not a fan of that. The collar's really odd, it looks more like a polo top. And you've got a completely different sponsor. And the sponsor I think needs to be smaller. And down here, I think it needs to fit within these 2 chevrons. These 2 lines. For it to really, like, make sense. I'm not too sure. So, moving on, we have Brest. It's quite a nice red kit. I just think there's far too much going on here. You've got the badge in the badge and crest. Oh, is it Brest again then? You've got the badge in like the middle of the shirt. You got a Nike sponsor. That's fine. Normals, but they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sponsors on the front of their shirt. I'm not a fan of that. It seems a bit overkill. The actual design of the shirt looks nice. You've got quite a nice low, flat collar. These lines, horizontal lines that are quite subtle. Down on your shoulder, you've got this like nice sort of, like a paint drip pattern going all the way across on that. I kind of like it. I like the colour scheme. I like how simple and normal it is, but there's just far too much going on. It'd look much better if there was just a crest, Nike, and this. Maybe put them along the bottom of the back. I don't know. The away kit again. It's exactly the same shirt design, so I'm not going to fault that. It looks nice. You've got the nice like chevron pattern, not chevron, horizontal line pattern going across in like a diamond shape. If you can just about make that out. Again, this paint strip pattern, it looks nice. You know, the black and the white, it goes well together. You get the badge red so it stands out. I don't mind that. There's just far too many sponsors and things going on in front. Third kit, same point. Nice colour scheme, nice white and grey. Nice badge. Nice design, but too much going on. Dijon. Oh, what is the French League coming to? You've got, it's a completely different kit sponsor. Theirs is Nike, theirs is Lotto, I think it is. But you've got the same pattern, you've got this weird like diagonal pattern. I'm not sure whether you can really make it out, but it's like horizontal lines, the sleeves are the same. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got sponsors on the socks. What are you doing? I like the colour scheme. I like the collar. Now you've got like the black, red, and white. It looks kind of nice. I like the sleeves. How they go across and then up to fit their Lotto. Or is it Mizuno? I can't remember. I just don't like how much is going on. There's a lot being pushed in your face, and I don't like that. The away kit. Oh, a nice white and grey stripe. But again, far too much going on. You've got the red sponsor there, you've got your red badge, you've got your red badge, you've got your black, you've got your white. You've got your thing and then you've got sponsors everywhere. Oh, sock sponsors again. Oh, that's minging. Oh, that's grim. Not only have you kept all the sponsors on the kit, you've made it this minging green colour. I don't like this colour of green, you guys know this. It's absolutely disgusting and there's no need for it. Now moving on to Ligue, known for their blue and red. I like this. I like it more knowing what it looks like on the players. because I've seen this before. I love this like mesh sort of looking sleeves. I think that looks really cool. Let's see if we can get. There we go. So images. Let's see if we can get it on the players. There we go. So why has it gone like that? That's a bit odd. It fits on the players quite well. It sits really nice. It's got a nice colour. Let's go. Let's go back. It's got a nice colour. I like it. The colour schemes are fine. You know, it matches the red, white, and blue. I'm a big fan of that. And it looks kind of cool. It fits really well. Knowing what I know from this, I'm not going to take the way the picture looks. The picture looks like you've filled like a bag full of hair, and it's just bloated because this looks far too wide. It doesn't look chiselled. It's like a human. Knowing that, I'm not going to take that into consideration, but I'm going to take the colour scheme. I think it needs to be a bit more either orange or yellow. It's sort of hanging in the middle at the minute. It's like you've got orange, you've got yellow, in the middle is gold, but they've sort of missed that and dipped under. If it was shinier, it'd be gold. If it was more orange, it'd be orange. If it was more yellow, it'd be yellow. And they've sort of got like a custard cream colour. Not too much of a fan of that. And their third kit, we've already come across this in, I think it was like the second video we did. I like this a lot. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the, what was it? Septicons, hexagons, nonagons, or whatever they are. This shape. And just sort of expanding out. I like it. What I don't like about many of the New Balance kits is the way the shoulders and the top of the shirt sort of get cut off. It's a common thing in like the Liverpool kits and these kits. That's the only thing I'm not a fan of. Lyon, famous for their blue and red colour. The home kit, they've opted for a white kit with a blue and red, like little pattern stripes on the sleeves, and nice blue sponsors and kit designers, and a nice sort of grey 3 stripes on the shoulders. It looks nice, looks classy, it looks more like a polo top, but probably feel like a football top, so I'm a big fan of that. It's very clean, yeah, it's very clean look. It's quite simple, quite straightforward, and I'm a big fan of just keeping it nice and simple. The away kit, oh, I like that. For saying I'm not a big fan of stripes, they've done something here that I'm a fan of. They've sort of faded the stripes, so the focus isn't exactly on the stripes itself, but the colours. But yeah, so it focuses more on the colour scheme. I like the white collar, I like the white trim at the sides. It all just looks quite clean. The only thing I'm not a fan of, again, is more the sleeves. Don't really match up with how the rest of it looks. I think the sleeves need to carry on this cool pattern. I'm just splitting hairs here. And this one looks more of a leaked image. Let's actually Google Lyon third kit. Images. I don't think they've released it yet, as far as it looks. So we'll have to go off what it says here. But if this is true, it's similar to the Leicester kit, and I think it's like the Man United away kit. I can't remember. No, they've got I can't remember. But this nice like circle pattern with the weird sort of like almost wavy sort of streaky effect. Red and blue, but focus more on red with the blue accents. It looks okay. It probably looks a lot better than it does in this image because it's like a leaked image. And it just looks, you know, you can't really see any details, and it probably looks better and probably a little bit darker or lighter. I don't know, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Could be worse. Could be better. Colour scheme's okay. You know, it's very similar to everything else, really. But stick to their colours. You can't fault them for that. Moving on to Mets. Oh, I like that kit. I like that kit. Mets is. I like the colour burgundy. You know, I've got burgundy shoes, burgundy or dark red sort of clothing. I'm a big fan of it. I do like it. That being said, I like how simple their badge is. For some reason, it just makes sense, and it's nice, and it's so clean and crisp. And it's just like, that's Mets. You don't need like a big badge with your name on it and your what do you call it? Your mascot on it and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just simple to have a symbol. The Nike tick looks a little too far up to me, which makes me think that this isn't the actual kit, because these need to be in line. The Nike swoosh should be down here. I'd like it more if it just had one of these logos, Marcel Sans Limite, and Car Avenue, instead of having them both. But I do like the colour scheme, I like the pattern, and that's another one that I'm tempted to pick up. Oh, they've killed it, they've absolutely killed it. Their away kit looks nice and clean. It's just white, but everything that was white on here is now burgundy there. Nice, fresh, easy, simple, and sorted. You know, nice, clean kit. Nothing more to say, is it? The third kit. Mets might be a team that I pick next year to have my kits from, because this is nice. When I first saw that, I thought, what are they going to do? You know, they've got nothing in between here that should be pink. But they've got, you know what, black and pink. You've got the nice pattern sleeves. You've got the nice badge. I can understand. I'm glad they kept this white, because it really breaks up the pink and the black contrast. If this was pink, I think it'd be a little boring. But they've changed it up and swapped it up a bit. Moving on to AS Monaco. And the first thing you think about Monaco is like prestige, you know, wealth, you know, diamonds. So you've got the diamond pattern, just clean and fresh, and this is the epitome of that. Their kit is so good, so good. The sponsor's a little high up. Usually have your sponsor down here, but I suppose it's not to clash with this nice line. I think what makes it better is the coloured white. It's like a really clean looking white. It's not like an off white. It's not almost a grey. It's a white and like a nice royal ruby red to match their logo. And then you've got this gold accent in there and there to match the logo. And overall just makes it look really nice. And the diamonds just really finish this off. I like it. It looks so simple, but the more you look at it, the more in detail it is, whereas other kits are so in your face that it's like overwhelming. This is like the opposite. There's a lot happening, but you don't really notice it until you really look into it. Away kit, again, pretty nice and simple. Instead of red and white, they've gone black and gold. They've changed the badge. I'm a fan of that. And everything's gold and everything else is black with this nice diamond pattern. Beautiful. Goalkeeper home kit. It looks very retro. You know, you've copied this sort of colour scheme, but gone red collar, red everything else, and then just give them a white and almost grey coloured long sleeve top, which is fair enough. I think they've ruined it with this. The colour scheme doesn't match. I think it'd be nice if it was all this one colour. This colour up here, because it goes well with the blue. I don't know why they've added this lime green fade. Not a fan of that. Montpellier always had this blue and orange colour. Reminds me of, what is it? Is it ING Direct? Where they have that line on the ink. Like, if you're from Britain, you'll know about that advert. But the orange and blue. Never been the biggest fan of these colours together, but at the end of the day, if it works, it works. The kit itself, blue torso, orange sleeves, that works fine. They've obviously like photoshopped someone's head out with this, because you haven't got a back collar, but you can imagine what it looks like. I liking this on the side. If this is a sponsor, that's not too bad, but what they've done wrong is they've added a sponsor there, and a sponsor there, and a sponsor there, and a sponsor there, and the front of it just looks overworked. The colour scheme's fine, the kit design is fine. Too many sponsors. Similarly here, it looks a bit boring. There's far too much black and white. Like, this badge is too small. This needs to be bigger if this is your badge. If you didn't know what the Montpellier badge looked like, you'd be really unsure. You'd be unsure which one was the badge for the club. You'd think, is it the fawn? No, because that's entertainment, that's not football. You'd think Nike, I recognise that. You'd think Montpellier, it's probably simply that. Why have they put it in a corner? Until you read this small writing where it says Montpellier 1976, you think that could be the badge. I think it's getting lost on here. It's getting a bit ridiculous now. And the third kit is exactly the same. I like it more than the white one because I think there's too much black and white happening there. But I think the red and white works together. So overall, not too bad. FC Nantes. Nantes. I don't know. They've got stripes. I don't like. They've got horrible vertical stripes that are just mean. They've then got the worst colour scheme ever. Not only have they gone yellow and green, they've also added a red to it. With stupid amounts of sponsors. What is it with the French League and sponsors? You've got one there. Ridiculous. I like the logo. Is that an updated logo? I kind of like it. But at the same time, I don't like that at all. The colours just clash, I think, too much. But if that's their home colours, then fair enough. I like the design. I like the wavy pattern. I don't like the colour scheme again. It's too green for me. I'm not the biggest fan of green on kits. Unless it's done properly. I like their logo though, I do. I really like it, the end that's in sort of like just two lines. I like this wavy, like almost like, what do you call it, like, what's that special spaghetti that's like thick, like thin lines. Almost like strips of paper. It's like tagliatelle, whatever it is. But it's not too bad. OGCs, sorry. Traditional colours, black and red. I like it, no kit sponsor. Bit odd, that one. I just don't like how these make kits. Look at this stitching on the arm. Look at how obvious that is. That's a bit strange and a bit cheap. But then again, their sponsors, their kit makers will make kits for them regardless. I like the collar, how it sort of goes around in like a two-stripe, but then sort of like comes swaying and then pushes past down here. Looks kind of nice. And then, too many stripes for me personally, but it's their logo at the end of the day. Oh, that's nice. Am I getting messages? I am. Yeah, so you've got nice, like, the collar's the same, and I like the fact the sleeves are the same. You've just changed the colour of the kit to this nice grey colour. I quite like it a lot, actually. With a melange fabric. It's nice, I like it a lot. I've got a few t-shirts that look like that, and I'm a big fan of them. Because it sort of breaks up just a single coloured t-shirt. And then last but not least, this reminds me of the... Is it Sampdoria? The one that I looked at last time, where it has like blue and then red and black lines. It's very similar to that. I think it works kind of well. I think it works because it has no sponsor. So when you look at it, you look at these stripes and you look at the red and the blue in contrast to everything else. So I suppose that's like an ode to making the red and blue stand out, and obviously the red and black stand out, which is an ode to their club. That's kind of nice. Nimes Olympic or Nims. You know what? There's certain things that I like and don't like. I like the lizard pattern crocodile pattern, sorry, because they've got a crocodile in their badge. I wonder if you can see it now. So I do like the crocodile pattern. I don't like the fact it's only in the middle of the kit. They should have made the whole kit the same sort of style pattern. I like red and black. I'm not sure whether it's this image, because if you look at this image, it seems quite grey scaled out because the pitch doesn't look green enough. It doesn't look saturated enough. That looks too grey. The sky looks barely blue. It looks more white. And so I don't think you're getting a true representation of what the kit looks like. That being said, I like the this sponsor. You've got Puma in the middle. You've got a second sponsor on the left. I'm a fan of that. I think this is far too big, and I think this needs to be toned down a bit. There we get exactly the same, but in white and red instead of red and white, was it? Yeah. Again, it looks very nice. I'd like to see this crocodile pattern all over the kit. I think it would just make it a lot more uniform. See, that's nice. The reason this looks good is because it looks more like a crocodile coming out of the shadows, where it goes from darkness sort of into this like nice crocodile pattern away. With the white and the black, you're not getting that same sort of effect. So I like the colour scheme there actually, it's really, really nice, really clean. It reminds me of, I don't know who really, it looks nice. Olympic Marseille home kit. They've opted for no sponsor again, quite a few people doing this. Marseille, famous for their blue, like their light blue. That being said, they've got these thin pinstripes down the middle in the blue colour. Other than that, it's just pure white. You can't even see a kit here because it blends in with the background. I can just about see it if I tilt my head around a little bit. I just about see it runs here. Sort of like there. You really can't see it on that. That being said, really nice, really clean, really simple. It looks quite retro without the... Do you know when you see these logos, you see them sort of a bit plasticky, does that make sense? That one maybe not so much. I suppose you don't. They are hand stitched. Quite a lot of logos on kits can look like they've been pressed on. So far we've been seeing them, they look really hand stitched, and I'm a fan of that. But yeah, I'm quite a good fan. What's their away kit? Now, for me, personally, I don't like it because I don't like the blue colour. I don't like light blue kits. In general, anyway, or not in general, but in this sense, I don't like the light blue. I don't like the white colour. I just think it's too bright for me. I'm a dark blue fan. I'm a Chelsea fan. That being said, this has everything that I like. It has the nice, cool, original pattern. You've got like the almost rectangular squares with like added highlights. Big fan of that. The pattern goes onto the sleeves. Hallelujah, I've been asking for this. It looks nice. Nice, simple and sleek colour scheme. Now you've got your white and you've got your two-tone blue. Almost three-tone blue. You've got this nice faded sort of pattern, but then you've got the added dark blue bits. But blue's just one colour, so you've managed to mix that. And then everything else that is important, the badge, the kit maker, white, colour, white, done. Everything is good. That's why I rate this kit. I just personally am not akin to this kit. This one I'm not too sure. Okay, so from what I can see, this pattern, this like leopard skin pattern, is also up here. From my angle, I can't quite see it. It looks almost faded. Could just be the lighting on the photo, to be fair. I like the orange and the black, that goes together really well. And I like it. I don't like the fact this pattern's cut off. I think for a third kit, this pattern should carry on at the end of the day. This shouldn't be this weird cut off, and this shouldn't be this weird fade near the Puma. This all goes across. It looks a bit strange, but overall nice colour scheme. Cup of the Marseille Cup. Oh, okay, so they've got a silver Marseille badge. It's really hard to tell because of this footy headlines sort of watermark. Puma logo and the Marseille logo in silver with the gold star and the gold writing. You've got the word orange, so I assume they're sponsored by Orange, who now owned by T-Mobile. Across the top with a nice, I like this colour blue. When it almost looks like a Finland flag. You've got the big cross, but everything else is white and looks really clean. It almost looks like a stick figure that's standing like with his legs together. Head, arms, body and legs. Moving on to PSG. We have a really, really clean kit. You know, they're famous for their dark blue and their prestige in the league. They've gone with a nice royal sort of dark blue with this nice like lined pattern, and then even on the arms, plenty of lines. But then they've added this white and red strip as a note to their white writing and their red Eiffel Tower. Looks kind of cool. You know, it's nice, elegant and sleek, and I like how if you were to view this from the front, this red line would line up with that red line. It looks kind of nice. The away lovely jubbly. I like this bright orange colour. Oh, and they've added the Jordan logo instead of the Nike logo. They've got the Nike Jordan logo. That's kind of cool. The sponsor's a bit big on both kits, in my opinion, but it seems like Ligue are cashing in on as many sponsors as possible, or as much as they want to be paid. They've changed their logo in their sponsor and everything else to black, including the stripes on the arms and the collar. And it fits really well, I love it. I'm knackered and my body's aching, if you can tell, while I'm sort of fidgeting around a bit. I'm a bit restless at the minute. That being said, it's really nice. And their third kit, we can't really see much, but if we were to go from this, I'll take this as an example. Red and blue stripe next to the badge and a red Nike. I think it's going to be all white, red and blue, with the all logo probably like a red. I kind of like that. It looks kind of nice and sleek. Fourth. Okay, so we'll go with this kit. It's going to be black. Oh my god, what? Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Black with the blue, white and red going down. Nice black shirt, black logo and white Jordan logo. Oh, and this blue sort of colour. That looks kind of nice. Anyway, goalkeeper kit. Again, it's nice and sleek. You've got the Jordan logo, so maybe they've got something set up with Nike Jordan and the NBA. Or, Michael Jordan himself. Michael Jordan. But they've got this nice red, and then for some reason white. But I like how it breaks up the colours. It's kind of cool. Saint Etienne. Sponsored by Le Coq Sportif. The colours, you've got to say, have always sort of been green, so I'm not going to go take anything away from them. You've got a nice sort of badge that fits with the kit. Got this nice sort of curved pattern here. I just don't think it suits the kit. You've got the, what did they call it? Was it a mirage sort of fadey sort of green and dark green pattern? I can't remember. Minaj. I don't. Nicki Minaj. But again, two sponsors. It just ruins it for me a little bit. Away kit. That's exactly the same, but the bottom bit is just white instead of green, and it's a bit of a flatter colour. It's more like a matte white, whereas that's like that got that weird, weird different thing. Third kit, not a fan of that. This is almost blue rather than grey, and then you've got the horrible grey colour. Not a fan. Stade de Reims. This looks far too retro. Umbro, what are you doing? Umbro's making kits look like the 1940s. That's disgusting. It's a horrible colour. The colour's too thick. The colours are just a bit boring. That is disgusting. It's got blue, a lighter blue, these weird patterns. And then you've got a pinstripe, white and grey, with red accents. Just looks like some out of the, that looks like a baseball shirt. Stade Rennais. They've killed it. Black and red. Just two stripes or two halved kits. But they've got the red sleeves. I like. Nice big logo. Puma, and then just the normal badge. Nice, simple, sleek and elegant. How many times do I have to tell you football clubs to do this? Yes. Do you know what? When they've got a nice home kit and the away kit's in between, you can push it up to looking good. If you've got a nice as a set. This is an okay kit, but looks nice because that looks nice and everything else looks nice. So yeah, nice two-tone blue. They've changed the badge to a blue. Nice big logo. Nice, sleek, simple and elegant. Strasbourg. I want the gif of that cat going. What is this for a logo? It just says ES. That's shit. Second of all, their logo and what they're known for is like light blue and red. So why have they gone as their main colour dark blue with light blue accents? Then another white sponsor and another white sponsor and another white sponsor, Adidas, and then just their random logo here. It just looks odd and strange. Even worse, I mean that's not too bad. They've gone for a different sponsor here. They've got blue, light blue, another blue, green, yellow, red, light blue, white and grey, then an orange. Too many colours. Everything's getting lost. That's grim. You've got purple and black. Okay, can look nice. But this just looks strange. You've got weird colours. No, weird sort of like shoulder areas. You've got that odd colour. And then you've added this minging red trim. Minging red trim. In trim. No thank you. You've got the Juma. You've got your badge. And you've got LP Promotions, another sponsor that's just been shoved onto a kit. It looks grim. Okay, hang on. Touch of black on the sleeve, shoulders and neck. To understand the reasons for this unusual colour, which is really not useful for the TFC, we have to go back to the tragic death of Bryce Tatton 10 years ago. Oh, so now I feel bad. While the club was travelling to Belgrade for a European match, partisan Belgrade supporters literally attacked Toulouse supporters, including Bryce Tatton, who died of his injuries 12 days later. How old was Bryce Tatton? No. Oh, bless him. Severe charge of 15 with murder of soccer fan. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I still don't like the colour of the kit. That doesn't take it away from the fact the kit doesn't look nice. Away kit. I'm not a big fan of having white and purple together, let alone grey and purple. I don't think it works. I think it's the same as the other one. It's just the colour schemes don't match up together correctly. And that's it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I shall see you later with a